everyone, welcome to another video on the JayBee and Milly channel. Today we are going to be doing our top 10 Christmas villains. So I guess I have no real categorization here. I guess anything that's kind of a snow themed episode or movie.
Yeah.
JayBee.
Honestly, same for me.
Okay, great. So without further ado, let's just get into this. I mean, my fifth place one has to be one that we saw quite recently when we were doing the Smash or Pass reviews, and that's the 10,000 Volt Ghost. So not one you initially associate with snow. However, seeing it kind of its context in the episode offsets really nicely against the snow. I enjoy it.
Yeah, mine's very similar in that it isn't Christmassy in the slightest, but it did feature in a snow-based episode, and that's the fish creature from What's New Scooby-Doo.
Ooh.
Obviously, I'll include it in the visual, but I don't know if you remember the episode. It's where the gang adopt a baby penguin, and they're all on this snow bikes. It's a really fun episode, and the whole premise about it is I think they catch it in the cold open when people are going ice fishing, which I think is the coolest thing. I've always wanted to go ice fishing. So for that reason, the fish creature gets 5th spot, but it isn't higher just because, like you say, it's not Christmassy or wintry at all. It just happens to be in a winter episode. So, yeah. Okay,
so my fourth spot would have to be the Abominable Snowman from Chill Out. So I believe, am I correct in saying that Chill Out's the movie that when we were reviewing it, it was kind of just the who's left at the end one?
Yeah, it wasn't particularly memorable for us, really, which is a shame because I think it's one of the Joe Sictor ones, but I just think that the others that he did are so good that when it came to Chill Out, it was a bit like, maybe this just isn't our thing personally, but it did have nice moments in it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing that we took away from Chill Out is just the unmasking was a bit like there was a group of people and the only one not there, but it's the closest thing we have, unfortunately, to a Scooby Christmas movie.
We had Alfred Molina in that movie, which is crazy.
But, the still that I'm trying to show you here, you see Shaggy dressed as Santa and Scooby dressed as Rudolph. It certainly was a great Christmas feel.
See, that would be great Funko soda potential, because they do Christmas sodas. There's a Jack Skellington Santa, there's Holiday Stitch. Imagine, Holiday Shaggy. That would be a great soda.
So, what's your 4th spot?
Okay, so that is the Iceman from a pup named Scooby-Doo. And my favourite thing about that is the chase sequence is beware the Iceman. He's trying to freeze the crew. He's not a nice man. His touch will turn you blue. Do, do, do. I don't know. It's just such a wacky sequence, but I love it.
Okay.
Beware the Iceman, Milly. What's yours? What's your 4th, I think?
I've just done my 4th now.
I don't know. You might. Yes, you did, because it was 10,000 Volt Ghost. Then it was.
Into our top 3s.
Oh god, I'm nervous now.
So for me in 3rd place is the Snow Ghost. So this is the one that recently did a Funko set of, right?
Yeah.
And so it's an iconic look. I think this was from 1970, I believe, from what's coming up on my screen here.
I think it's also had a pop release, but it's just an NFT pop release.
I just think it's aged really well. I think they did it really well.
Scary as well.
Yeah. Genuinely great villain. So your 3rd place.
Okay. Maybe in hindsight this should have been a bit higher up, knowing me. But I didn't really like the episode too much. That's why it's lower down. But conceptually, Krampus from Mystery Incorporated.
Oh, why didn't that come to mind for me?
It was. I ended up a spoiler for people that haven't seen it. It was that episode, I think, where. Oh, maybe I'm getting them mixed up. There was an episode where Fred gets a tutor that's a little girl.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But I think that might be the episode where the kids get freak eyes. There's a word zombified or something. Maybe that's the one I'm thinking of. But there's something similar where maybe that's her revenge. They become Krampus, maybe. But it's just a great episode. Not one of my favourites, though, which is why it's not S tier, because I think a great Krampus episode for Scooby-Doo would be instant number 1. But it wasn't scary enough for me. Krampus has such a dark lore, such dark powers, that for Mystery Incorporated being a darker show, I expected it to go a bit harder with it, but, yeah, number 3, Krampus.
Okay, so now we're into the top 2, and for me, this one is purely based on aesthetics. which is the snow monster from Be Cool Scooby-Doo. The Be Cool Scooby-Doo. Like, for me, that snowman looks terrifying.
Do you want to be called Scooby-Doo?
No.
It is scarier then. I think it's even scarier than a lot of the ones that we've heard. It's definitely scarier than the Iceman.
It just looks terrifying, like, with the spiky teeth and the glowing eyes. And and it just kind of looks as miserable as Scrooge, to be fair. Like, I don't know. It just gives me kind of unfestive Christmas vibes.
Did you watch Scooby-Doo?
No.
I love Scooby-Doo. It's got that Neil Rosser.
Oh. So, JayBee, your second spot. What didn't quite make it to top spot?
Okay. I think this is going to be your top spot. But my second place is the Headless Snowman from What's New Scooby-Doo. Here's the thing. It's called a Scooby-Doo Christmas, but then I see it called something else, like Merry Scary Holiday. But it's the one where like the chase song is Santa Claus, Santa Claus. Like, I think it's a Scooby-Doo Christmas, but yeah, it's second place for me because it's an iconic episode. S tier. The thing is, it is just literally, let's get a generic snowman and turn it a bit freaky. Like, I don't think the design initiation was there to justify it being a top spot, but ultimately, the episode that they're in is perhaps my favourite one from this whole list. But, yeah, it's just Freaky Snowman, so I couldn't put it as number one.
Okay, you're not right, but
Oh, am I not? You've left the What's New one out of the list entirely.
It is a What's New one.
Oh?
Do you have any honourable mentions?
Oh, my honourable mention, like you said, would be the 10,000 Volt Ghost, although that didn't make it onto my list because it's overshadowed, in my opinion, as sacrilegious as this says, from the live action one. I think they did the live action 10,000 Volt Ghost a lot scarier and maybe even more iconic than the animated one. But then that's it, really. I think Scrooge from Scooby-Doo, because they weren't really a villain or a monster, but obviously Scrooge is such an iconic character that you want to see like in the world of Scooby. But that's it.
Okay, so you're right about What's New.
Oh,
Snow creature.
Like literally from episode 1.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I forgot about that. It wouldn't have made it, I don't think.
Do you not think it looks sinister as anything? It's huge.
It's definitely more interesting than the snow person.
Oh, for me it's top spot, but then again, anything What's New with me is like, oh yeah, top spot.
And that was literally... Oh. Yeah, episode 1. I think that was written by Jim Krieg.
It's amazing.
But then you missed out on the interview that we did with Jim Krieg, who wrote that episode. So shame on you. But yeah, my first... This is a very purist answer, but it's the Snow Ghost. I just think it's so sinister. And you see the episode, his plan was very much to tie the gang to logs and almost try and saw them in half.
True.
It was dark for the time. It's even dark looking back now. It got very goofy when he started to fly. But I think the notion of him flying in general was more sinister than it looked weird. You know, the concept was more sinister. I just love it a lot, and I hope to one day find the chase. I'm going to chase it down.
Okay, amazing. So, that was our top 10. We only agreed on, like, what, one of them?
It is, yeah.
Wow.
Did we overlap? I don't think we did a whole lot.
The Snow Ghost was the only one.
Oh.
I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so that does it for this video.
So, yeah, we've got a lot more top 10s planned and, of course, interviews every Saturday. Thank you so much for watching. Please let us know what top 10s you want to see in the comment section down below, along with what you want to see happen. Like, we're getting to the stage where we're going to be setting some New Year's resolutions for the channel, and we want to do what everyone kind of wants to, obviously, within the realm of possibility, because we like to do new things. So we're hoping to get a gauge on what people want. So please let us know in the comment section as well. And so for more content, please like, comment, and subscribe.
JayBee and Milly.